feed.com.
Hashtag FEED.com.
Because we need that. Can we get a hashtag feed.com going? Like, is that cool? I don't want to be presumptuous, but they got me out here, man. I'm doing this for y'all. That's all it is. I want to make sure all my homies in the chat having a wonderful time.
We see Goode and Twisty go for the fist bump, and I think that means we're ready to go.
Yeah, they've been ready to go for quite a while. So
v Wario.
This is definitely #1 seed versus #2 seed.
This is
These are
definitely
two of the most stronger seeds, I think, of the entire tournament. We've seen a lot of.
I think this is one of the hardest pools.
Sonic play earlier.
Ooh!
Oh,
that little love tap down low. Boom. Early game. Now, if he's able to run a few of those together, this is Goode's game.
I think he definitely can.
He can. We're starting to see if
Goode
is
one of the most rascal-heavy Sonics. The thing about that is he's very good at rascaling. So as where some other Sonics may not want to use it because they don't have the ability to do it at command.
I only learned what rascaling was recently. Lay it down.
All right, so this is a little neat thing.
We got some PM tech
that requires frame perfect inputs where Sonic can reverse his direction with down B. So it's the rascal stands for reverse, aerial, shot, cancel, auto land. That means you can do some crazy things out of that Sonic down B.
Quick down B.
Twisty getting that stock off, but it looked like
he took a lot of percent trying to do it.
It seemed like that was like a first stock versus a first stock right there. Both at 128%, 145.
Yep. And if the rest of the game plays like this, I can see Twisty taking it back. But if Goode answers like that,
let's go Dot.
Let's go .com. If Goode answers, ooh, that's gonna be hard.
We kind of seen this earlier, where players are spending a lot of their game not necessarily trying to win. They're just trying to come back from the deficit that has been established earlier in the game.
And it's a very different play style that you see when that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, you trying to just come back is not as good as you trying to win.
Great fart right there. Twisty deciding to burn that meter, spin that butter to get that kill off of him right there. But
Good, God, good.
2 footstool. Yeah, good is great. Yeah, great is good. Okay. Get in the crouch cancel.
No, trying to do the same back.
Right
ooh, okay.
I love
that bite would have been slick.
Down air to up air. He fell so fast with his down air because he knew he wanted to combo into the up air. Almost getting the bite off for what would have been a soft reset into possibly a continuation. But Goode is everywhere on stage right now. Throwing outside, down.
The stock count isn't that bad, but this has been looking like Goode's game.
It really has.
But so that shoulder
Twisty has been putting on work then because he's basically taking 3 stocks at a time. It's taking Goode to take 2.
Now what's interesting is Goode, when he's able to take the stocks, is taking them super early. But when Twisty gets up to high percents, he's not finding any of those confirms.
Starting to bite off.
It's almost safer for Twisty to be like subs or like plus 80% right now.
It's kind of like a big body characters. Characters with really good punish games that are heavy, they kind of when they have that percent on, they get a little bit more comfortable than they do at 0 because they're not really worried with the risk of a combo continuing them off the screen. Most of the combos at higher percents for big characters like that.
And like we said,
hit him away.
Twisty is at high percent, and that's why he lived.
That was an incredible comeback. Those edge guards from Twisty were what really capped it off for
let's
him.
just talk. Both of these guys are looking super fresh right now.
That's what Twisty known for, dog.
No, Twisty's known for it.
Like every time I see Bull,
Goode's got great hair.
Let's see, bro. And what do you call it? Scott Pilgrim versus the World's final boss. Mr. Patel is on stream playing like Sonic right now.
Looking like the final boss of a bunch of
boyfriends. Lucky Scott Pilgrim ain't up there, as he would have whipped that ass. But he got Twisty, so it's cool.
Well, no, if it was Scott Pilgrim and it was a Game 5 set, Scott Pilgrim would like suddenly come back Game 4 and then just destroy it.
Changed.
Like, I'm a changed man.
There you go. After that first stock, I definitely think Goode knows he has the capacity.
Jeez.
So many buttons being pushed out. That's the power of Sonic being able to cancel.
Sonic is able to overwhelm you with his speed. He does have negative hitbox, but it doesn't matter if you can't get any of yours out.
Going for the uppie right there. Yeah, that was kind of ill-advised. Luckily, he springs himself back forward because that F tilt after that ill-advised spring definitely would have caught his stock until he was a little bit faster with that edge guard there.
Yep, now Sonic Sonic looks very intimidating, but if you have disjoint or if you have ways to outspace him, he's done. So every time Sonic is spinning like that, he has a hitbox, but it's actually smaller than his hurt box. And so with that negative disjoint, if you throw out anything, it's going to beat him.
So coupled with that, Wario's Nair is actively disjointed. It's a lot farther than it appears on his body. And you combine those two fastest together, you can kind of see how Twisty's been getting out of some of these punishments.
I don't care about Twisty getting out of those punishes. That was a lot of spinning and a lot of it really fast.
Yeah, he turned the butter right now. My man Goode is looking mad fuego.
Okay, real talk. PM Sonic is the best Sonic has done since like before 06. That's when I know for sure it was bad, but this is the best Sonic we've seen in so long.
Great in-air fair right there from Twisty. Was in a position where his stock definitely would have been deleted.
PMDT was truer to Sonic than Team Sonic has been in so long.
Oh. Ooh. And not even to go for the mix-up.
No, he went for the balloon instead.
I was talking about specifically the bite right there. Because Wario can throw his opponent back and forth. Goode's kind of been ready for the mix-ups off of bite. It's really the eye.
And that's what happens. You're holding down, thinking you're going to crouch cancel, down smash, something like that, and instead, okay.
Did that just happen? Or
yeah. This is PM, but we got our own version of the Spring Ride going on. Wario's trying to sit on him, not working super well. Instead, Goode has turned it up a notch. This entire game has been insane.
Down air to up air.
You know what the biggest difference in this game has been? Goode turning that knob to 11 and saying, I'm going to go as fast as I can. I am Sonic, hear me roar.
Exactly, if you will. Kind of like after he got that first off last match, besides like a couple cool combos, he really went down to like a 5 or 6 just trying to play the waiting game to see if he could get Twisty stock without taking too much percent. Twisty is he's coming mad hard right now. Off. All right.
He's coming mad hard. The thing is, like we've said, this is the same as last game. It looks like Goode has been in control the entire time, and then you get to the end, and like it's only one stock.
I don't know. That was a little bit cleaner than the last game. It looked like Goode had a lot more control in that game than he did, even though Twisty lost that stock very early in that first game, which is kind of surprising. You would think that because he went so ham early in the game in the first game, that would have been better, but I think Goode just rebuckled back down, recognized what he needed to do, throwing out more of those rascals, those down B, keeping him spinning, keeping his pressure on tight on Wario's shield, and limiting what Twisty really wants to do.
Now, I want to see Twisty recognize that a lot of the stuff, like the disjoint is there. If you get hit, it's bad. But if you're able to avoid it, you're fine. What he needs to be going for is like fading nairs and options like that. Also, or just keep these combos going. Like, I'm not going to complain about it.
Power spot clap. It starts at all. And like we talk about that disjoint, it wasn't even near his body where Sonic actually got hit at. If you look at the collision point, he got hit so far away from where he was. He was basically in the blast zone once he got hit by that attack. Good, going for it. Oh, stairway to heaven.
That's looking more like Stairway to Hell for Twisty. But both of these stocks came so fast. Twisty with that quick nair using the small blast zone.
Great recognition that he was going to go for that spring right there, because definitely Twisty has some Sonic experience right there, but Goode was going for a heavy gift. And Wario's recovery, while that up B is pretty good, is very linear. So if you're able to shut it down real quick, get that stock off.
Yep, sometimes that spring is the last thing your opponent sees before they hit the blast zone. It's a great up B, but it's also a really good projectile to go straight below you. One of the few that does that.
You just hear Sarah McLachlan getting the Eyes of an Angel ready. Air dodge right here. Yep. Looking to start these combos up.
We're gonna hear a lot more Sarah McLachlan there because we've got some hedgehog abuse.
That was incredible. That was incredible. What he did right there was he threw out an aerial and he recognized what Goode has been doing on the ground, so he waited for him to
clap on him.
And using these
barely misspaces that. He's gonna be regretting it though if he let's say if Goode clutches that out, there's few things that hurt more than knowing you had a guaranteed punish and you just barely missed it.
Not even a bite, going for the back air. Read the second place, get up attack. Stuff. It looked like two stocks too. Definitely cool for that right there. It's all good.
Oh, we got a taunt battle going on.
Real Victor's right there. The most. So what happens, you'll see a lot of Sonics do, they put their spring usually right under the opponent when they're exploding. What happens is if you hit that spring, you usually ends up with you wasting all of your invincibility from that platform.
Not only are you wasting your invincibility, but a lot of people, like, when they try to get out of it, they hit jump again, and so a lot of people lose their double jumps.
Absolutely, man. And that option coverage is what really what you need. Good in a position where he has stage control, but it seems like Twisty does not mind him having stage control too much with these quick attacks that are getting him out of here. Gets the dare spike,
sends it to the depths.
Yet again, throws that spring out there. This could be anyone's game. Oh my God, this man is spinning all over the world.
Ooh, calls it out.
He's spinning in the exact same fashion, going for the same spaces. Twisty is not dead though.
Twisty looked in control that game.
Yeah, that game.
Games 1 and 2. Games 1, it kind of looked like he pulled it out. Games 2, good. But then 3,
right there.
Twisty was like, nah, I am sick of this spinning. Let's go.